If you would have bought this booster pack just 5 years ago, you would be up 1,600% over 5 years. That's about 300% every year. And if you want to do that too, I have my top 3 tips for finding secret gems in the investing space. Places that you can look, things that you can do to increase your gains, increase your value year over year, and no other channels are talking about this right now. Before we get any further into the video, I just want to make one quick announcement that when I hit 1,000 subscribers, we are going to be opening live that booster box of Evolving Skies sitting on a trash can on the other side of the pool. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? My name is Riley, aka Pokemon Trader. I'm a collector and investor. I've been doing it for the past 12 years or so, and I've been doing it longer than 99% of other people in the space. So if you appreciate what I'm doing, if you enjoy my videos, I really work hard to make them entertaining, but also informative and helpful to you as an investor. So if it's helpful, please like and subscribe. It really does help. Share it with a friend. If somebody's just trying to get into investing, whatever it is, it all really helps. So here are the top 3 hidden strategies for investing in Pokemon. And make sure you stick around till the end, because my number 1 tip, again, is just one that nobody else is talking about and is a game changer, especially in times like these. For my number 1 hidden strategy for investing in Pokemon is going to be buying at MSRP. Who would have guessed? So this is somewhat obvious, but people get lost in the sauce as they start investing and buying on the secondary market. They forget to buy even lesser products at MSRP. They get hyper focused on the newest set, whatever is the newest hype product. For example, Fusion Strike, when it first came out, everyone hated it. Well, if you waited 3 years, all of a sudden the hype for Fusion Strike was exploding. Everyone wanted Fusion Strike, and that's all anybody was talking about. If that's happening to the set that you're looking at and you're not one of the first people buying it, just move on to something else. It doesn't mean that you won't still gain money over time. You will, because here's an unadvertised secret tip. All Pokemon booster boxes for its 30-year history have always gone up. Anything you buy, if you wait long enough, it will go up. But we're trying to maximize our gains, maximize our profits, right? Most of us don't have unlimited money. We don't have hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars sitting aside just to invest in Pokemon. So you want to make your dollar go as far as possible. One of the ways that you're going to get the most bang for your buck, especially in times like these where the market is just rising week over week or every 3 months, is just buying at MSRP. And you can check out my other videos to see which products specifically you want to be looking for, which sets. But if you're going to Walmart or Target, Costco, online drops, or in-store, whatever it may be, buying up these products at MSRP can get you instant 50% returns. All right, I will give you one example of that, and that would be if you just go buy a Destined Rivals sleeved booster. These have been all over the place in my area. I find them at Walmart periodically. So if you see something like that, you buy it for, it's about $5 for a sleeved booster, and they're selling on the secondary market for about $8. So you gain an instant 50% on your initial investment. Now, of course, that's not really worth anybody's time. You're going to end up losing money or just breaking even after fees and shipping and taxes and all that. So it's not really worth it. But on paper, it does your mind good to just see, oh, I bought this product and I paid $5 and now it's worth $7.50. You just know instantly you're in the green, you're not going down into the red. Now, you may in the future, but you're not currently. And that's a really good thing to see for your mental state as an investor. So my number 2 tip is going to help all investors. This is the number 1 thing that kicks people out of the hobby early. It kicks people out from investing early. They end up just turning all their sealed product into bulk cards, is because they're not doing this one strategy. So the number 2 tip for investing is going to be don't buy into the hype. Now, easier said than done. We are all, as humans, susceptible to seeing everyone talking about a certain set online, and we want to buy that product. When everyone's talking about it, the charts are going up and to the right, you just feel like you've been left out, or even if you have some, maybe you should have bought more, maybe now is that time because it's going to the moon, you never know. But you want to make your investments with the least amount of emotion as you possibly can. This is cold, hard facts. Just stick to the data, stick to what you know is a good set, what you think is a good product, what you believe in. And side note for that, listen to other collectors and investors. Hearing what the masses of people are saying and buying and doing is really helpful, so you should listen to it. But you want to keep yourself a little bit detached from what they're doing. You want to watch it closely to know what people are doing, where they're going, and maybe look where they're not looking. Usually how this works is whatever is the newest set or just the next set that is being announced, like right now that's Ascended Heroes, all of the hype and the focus is hellbent on those sets. It's on Ascended Heroes or it's on Phantasmal Flames, which is the most recent set to have just come out. And I do like both of those sets. Both of those sets are good. But usually the time to buy into those sets is not when everyone else also wants to buy into those sets. So a quick practical tip for that is if you wait till a set is at least one set old, but usually it's more like 2 or 3 sets old, that tends to be the cheapest time to buy. Now, of course, again, if you can get any of these products at MSRP, buy it right away. If you believe in the product and it's a good set, then it's most likely going to go up in this current market, but that probably won't last forever. So barring buying it at MSRP, you typically want to wait till, like I said, it's about 2 or 3 sets old, but before it hits that 1-year birthday. When it hits its birthday, it's 1 year old, it kind of comes back into the collective mind again. People start thinking about it, oh wow, it's a year old. It's over halfway to being out of print at the 2-year print cycle. So like I said, easier said than done, but do your best to remain unemotional about your investments. You just want to look at what you think is going to do well. And this can be kind of hard because in collectibles investing and Pokemon investing, as a fan and a collector, as many of you are too, we want to collect just because we love it and we like the product, we like the Pokemon cards, whatever it is, and we just enjoy them. So it's hard sometimes to detach your emotions from the investing side, but you have to do it. One more caveat to this is you want to use the things that you like, right? So you can use your emotions. If you see that you're, fearing missing out on this set, well, that can be a useful data point. You are feeling that way, and maybe everybody else is feeling that way too because it's a good set and it's going to do really well over time. So those are good indicators, but you can't base your investments on that emotional strategy. So those were 2 big overarching strategies for investing in Pokemon and how to do it correctly, how to do it the smart way. But my last hidden strategy that I really, again, don't hear anybody talking about is going to be a very specific one. You might already have the product to be able to do what I'm about to say, and you don't even know it. So enough of the preamble, on to the number 1 strategy for Pokemon investing that people aren't talking about is going to be turning your sleeved booster packs into art sets. Now, this is a really simple concept, but many people I don't think even know this exists. They don't even know this is a category for investments. And real quick, for the beginners and people who just may not know that this is even a category, every set comes out with booster packs, sleeved boosters, and they all have a certain number of art sets. Usually that number is 4. There are 4 different arts that you can have on any given set booster pack. So for Destined Rivals, as you can see here, you have the Mewtwo, you've got the Team Rocket people, you've got Ethan's Ho-Oh, and you have Cynthia's Garchomp. So when you go to Walmart or Target and you find a drop of sleeve boosters, don't just pick up 5 random ones. Get them in a certain sequence so that you can make art sets with them. And the reason for that is if you just buy, let's again use Destined Rivals as the example, say you buy 4 of them, just random ones for $5. So that cost you $20 and you could instantly sell them on the secondary market. Let's just make something up and say for $30. So that's an instant 50% gain like we talked about before. That's great, but there's something else you can do and it's turning them into art sets. So this time, instead of just buying 4 random booster packs, you pick out 1 of each art. Now you can sell them on the secondary market for $35 or $40. You can get an entire extra pack in value by doing nothing other than just knowing what you're looking for when you're at the store. And I feel like this is a really good tip for a lot of beginners and pretty much everyone right now, including myself. As investors, we typically want to stick to booster boxes. They're just the GOAT. They've always been around since 1999. They've always appreciated. Let me say that again. They have always appreciated in the 30-year history of Pokemon. Most of the time, they outperform the S&P or whatever other real estate investment you might have. But in times such as these, it's really difficult to get booster boxes, especially at MSRP or even a decent price. So a lot of us, myself included, are just picking up whatever we can find at big box stores. So there you go, guys. Those are my top 3 hidden strategies for investing in Pokemon that I just don't see a lot of the other Pokemon YouTube creators talking about. So hopefully this helped. And if it did, please like, subscribe, comment. It really does help. Well, that's about it. Peace.